So Tiki and Tierney, a show on Fox, has this to say, and there's an existing contract that they think kind of fits Baker's contract.
I can't see how a deal gets worked out without him having an excellent season this coming up season.
Yep.
And by the way, they don't have to pay him right now.
No, I know.
He's got one more year on his deal, 5th-year option, and then they have the franchise tax. There's actually 3 more years left before they have to pay him. So I think, like, cutting it right after this year makes sense as opposed to doing it now before you have to.
If you punt for a year or two, like the Cowboys did, if they would have signed Dak 2 years ago, they would have been saving money.
That's a good point.
So that, to me, if you can perceptively read the room and project accurately, which is not always easy,
hold on.
you're going to save your team some money.
Let's bring John Fanta back in. And John, they made the case about the Dak Prescott and the reason to do it now. Your thoughts of what that contract might look like.
So I actually think that the Browns could save money. I do think that by signing Baker Mayfield to an extension now that they could end up benefiting financially. And I think that what the contract looks like to me is not Dak Prescott's exact deal. I would more look to some of the recent deals that we've seen more towards the Carson Wentz, more towards the Jared Goff type of area code, just based on the sample size we've seen at Baker Mayfield. Now, what we're talking about there is more towards Goff was 134, Wentz was 128. I think more than those two values, but closer to them than a 4-year, $160 million deal. Based on the marketplace, Dave, and based on what I see, I think you're looking at a situation where you could get Baker Mayfield hovering around the $135, $140 million mark. Perhaps the two sides will work towards something more. I don't think, though, that this is a situation where the Browns are signing Baker Mayfield to that Dak Prescott-like deal. I don't think that there's been enough there to say that it's up to that level. And maybe the two sides are going to have a standoff and say we've got to increase the dollar figure. But you still could benefit monetarily if you do have to adjust that number, because like Tiki and Tierney said, and I agree, if you wait and Baker Mayfield's got you in the AFC Championship game, and let's say he's the main reason for it, let's say they win that AFC title game, guess what? Cleveland is now going to be in a position where they really are going to have to fork out the funds to keep their quarterback, and as a result, there's a ripple effect down your roster. You can't possibly keep everybody. This extension, I think, needs to get done. I don't think that they should be camping out and waiting on it, waiting a year. I myself would try to capitalize on the window. I think that there's a friendly opportunity for the Browns financially, and I think that it is the right time to give that vote of confidence in a guy that's got you to the postseason, got you a postseason win. To me, Dave, if you wait on this, that tells me that there's a lack of belief. And my question there would be, where is that coming from? Why is that happening? I think that there's a lot of reasons why this deal should get done, and there are reasons not for it to get done.
Yeah, the other thing that I would say is that it needs to be structured in a way that you can do the other deals that you need to. And we've got a bunch of Ivy League finance guys that can certainly figure out the loopholes of the salary cap. But that's a cautionary tale, is make sure you can keep the pieces you need to around them.